What's up, schmucks? I'm Random Frank P, back with episode 151 of Room Tour Project, the series where we show off some of the best gaming setups to give you some ideas and inspirations for your setup. But this week isn't going to be best of the best. We're coming in with a special budget edition, always a fan favorite, to give you some ideas for more of a setup with a cut back, price point. You get the idea. But the thing to keep in mind here for this episode is everyone's budget is different. Obviously, these are going to be much more scaled back than what we usually show off. If you see anything you like, I will have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. But let's kick off episode 151. Alright guys, thumbs up if you're digging these budget episodes, but starting off is Zerog with a seemingly razor green themed setup, and also keeping it very simple because this is just a single laptop setup. So starting off with that, because we don't have too much info about it, we know it is a Lenovo IdeaPad 310, and all we have for specs is that it's the i7 7th gen model. Checking out the peripherals, his keyboard is the Genesis Thor 300 TKL, and the mouse is the Razer Abyssus V2, however you want to say that, on a Genesis M12 mini mousepad. And for audio, his speakers are the Logitech Z120 with the Razer Manowar 7.1 wired headset. So really keeping it simple here in terms of the desktop. It's not cluttered or anything, so pretty organized. Got the green light strip behind the desk to match the color in his peripherals. But yeah, obviously the laptop here is going to be the most expensive thing. Pretty budget on the peripherals for the most part. Figured we'd start the episode off easy and wind our way up. This one now looking very fresh, and I can tell you right now, this is highlighted by his BenQ 4K display, and that's pretty much where we're going to be the extent of the budget is going to be spent here. But again, other than that, it is also a very simple looking setup, not too crazy. Now this is the BenQ PD3200U, it is a 32-inch 4K model, obviously more on the expensive end, and as it comes in at just under $700, that's pretty much, less than most TVs out there, and since it's seemingly the only display he has going on, that's not too bad of a price. For his peripherals, he has the Apple wired keyboard with the Logitech MX Master mouse. That first gen Apple keyboard could definitely be picked up for pretty cheap, and since that is the original MX Master, they're typically at like $50 or under. Getting into the PC, we have the Thermaltake Core V1 case. Inside here is an AMD Ryzen 5 1600X CPU, an Asus Strix ROG X370 motherboard with 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM, and a GB GTX 1060 3GB mini GPU. So a pretty budget graphics card. Yeah, a little bit glam with the RAM there, but altogether, again, not a bad build for the price whatsoever. So what is this setup highlighted by? Obviously that 4K model, and when you kind of factor it out, the PC is going to be kind of around the same price, in that same ballpark at least, as the monitor. So you figure, let's say this is going to be probably like $1,800 max of a setup here, coming in, still looking really nice as a really just, chill looking bedroom gaming setup. You can't complain for under $2,000 for a complete setup. Now we've got Ankit, and I know at first glance you're probably thinking, alright, what's going on here? It's a really small desk, but something about this just has this like really cool kind of charm to it. Hard to explain, but I'm digging it. Let's just put it that way. I think it's all put together in a practical way, and practicality is always what ties the setup together. Well, actually a color in the wallpaper, but you know what I'm saying. For his monitor, he's rocking the Acer V193HQL, so a 19-inch display on a very affordable DIY monitor stand, a book. Can't get more budget than that, right? You just gotta make do with what you have. As for the peripherals, one of the top budget companies is gonna be the Game DS. This is the Aris keyboard with Logitech G102 Prodigy mouse, so both very affordable options here. And then for audio, we have the HyperX Cloud Pro headset with the Creative SBS 2.1 speaker setup in the back. Now again, not too much info for the PC here, but this is the Deepcool Kendoman case, or Kendomon, sounds like a Pokemon, Kendoman I believe it is. Inside an Intel i5 7600 CPU with 8 gigs of RAM and a Zotac GTX 1050 Ti graphics card. So these newer lines, with the 1050, the 1060s, gonna be more your budget run here. 1050 Ti, a nice in-between spot, getting a little bit better performance than the 1050, but not as pricey as the 1060. So with the PC coming in probably under $500 total, and the rest of the setup isn't really, going all out on anything, I think probably the HyperX Cloud headset is going to be the most expensive peripheral here, which, audio, always a good choice to go there. But altogether, like I said before, I really like this setup. Just doing the most with what you have. Now we've got Marvin G, and I believe he was actually on an earlier budget episode when he first started doing it a little over a year ago. I believe it's the same guy. But the times have changed, so has this setup. Let's see what he's rocking now. Definitely got this cozy, warm feeling going on with the lighting, some of the prints above the wall and stuff. I'm liking the overall ambiance it's got going on. For his display, it's an Acer R230H full HD display, so pretty simple here, 23-inch monitor on a DIY monitor stand that he made from floor tile and then wooden feet to give it that extra elevation to prop it up. Now for the peripherals, it is a Motospeed CK104 keyboard with the Razer Taipan mouse. Not too sure what the mouse pad is here, but it's definitely an extended one from Razer. And then for audio, we have the Razer Kraken 7.1 Chroma headset, kept up by this sort of headset hanger he has attached to the end of the desk. And although not pictured here, speakers are Logitech Z120 stereo setup. We're going to take a look at the PC, and it's put together really nicely at first glance, can't complain at all. This is the rack. How do I say this? Anyag Frost case. It's a local brand from where he's located in the Philippines. But for the specs, it's an AMD Ryzen 5 2600X CPU on an MSI B450M Mortar motherboard. Got 16 gigs of G-Skill Ripjaw V-Series RAM. And for graphics, the NVIDIA 9500 GT. He does have noted that within the next year, he's planning to save up for a 1060 graphics card. So a budget PC for now that still looks really nice. And here I think where the main expenses are going to be is with those peripherals, primarily the Razer peripheral setup he has going on, but still a very comfy looking setup pulled off very, very nicely. Next up, moving right along, we have Evan with a laptop setup. Always an easy way to keep the setup simple, just going with a laptop, because you don't have to have extra gear and an extra monitor. It's all right there for you. And what he's using is the Alienware 15 gaming laptop with the NVIDIA GTX 1060 graphics and the Intel i7 7700 HQ CPU inside, with a 1TB hard drive and 16 gigs of RAM. So definitely a higher end Alienware model, we could say that. For his peripherals though, the keyboard is a Tomoko mechanical keyboard. Let's see if I can get this right. For the mouse, it is the Ryley gaming mouse, Hiraliy. Okay. And then for audio, he has a Corsair Void Pro RGB headset. And I like how he's using one of those kind of like GorillaPod tripods as the stand for it, so you can just prop it right up there off to the side. So with some blue lighting from his peripherals and stuff with the Corsair headset and at the side of the laptop and the purple lighting around the desk, matching it all to the wallpaper, there's no doubt here that the Alienware is the most expensive product so far. It's definitely a higher end gaming laptop with those specs. But the whole setup itself, not a lot of peripherals, it's all pretty scaled back. Still definitely like I said before, much more simple than the usual setups we have show it off, but still pulled off nicely. I feel like I said that 10 times already. And last but not least, for the 6th submission is Ryley, with a 19-inch TV here. Goodman's, I believe, is the model they have labeled. I have not heard of a Goodman's 19-inch TV, but that's okay. For the peripherals, we have an Ankit mechanical keyboard. They definitely have some budget options here from Ankit, so it's good to see them included here with their also branded Ankit wireless mouse. A Visting mouse pad is also listed, but I'm not seeing a mouse pad. But that's okay. Moving right along, for the PC, we have a CIT F3 case with a Ryzen 3 1200 CPU. Notice we have a lot of Ryzen CPUs for these budget builds. Not a bad thing, just pointing it out. On an Zerog HB350M motherboard, 8 gigs of Ballistic Sport LT RAM with a Gigabyte Radeon RX 550 GPU with 2 gigs of VRAM. Budget build confirmed, budget setup confirmed as well. But I mean, in terms of the appearance and the aesthetic, I think it still looks nice. Matte black desk, RGB light strip around it, nice little lamp off to the side, and with the budget options with the Ankit mechanical keyboard, still get some lighting in there, which is going to give the setup a little bit more pop, which is always a good thing. This episode of Room Tour Project sponsored by the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. Coming in with just 6 keys this time around with a much smaller footprint, the Stream Deck Mini is a great all-in-one macro pad, giving you endless amounts of macros right at your fingertips. Whether you're streaming, gaming, photo editing, video editing, anything you can think of that you would use a keyboard for, you can now set these endless macros to the Stream Deck Mini. It's one of my favorite tech gadgets of 2018. You could pick it up now for a cheaper price than the regular, same performance, smaller footprint. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can check it out. Alright guys, that'll wrap it up for episode 151 of Room Tour Project, the special budget edition. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, check the links in the description down below for all the gear and hardware you saw. Have listed down there for you, as well as some simple instructions on how to submit your setup if you want to be possibly considered in a future episode of Room Tour Project. Let's check the links down below for it all. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.